Welcome to the Thomas Moffit. I almost called him Stephen Moffit. Welcome to the Thomas Moffit commentary. Thomas Moffit was caught in the, I think it was Fort Myers sting in early to mid 2006 on Dateline to Catch a Predator. I think probably what Moffat is most famous for is his Get Your Library Card. I think Moffat is, I wouldn't say he's like an underrated Predator. I would say he's relatively, like, if you were to say to someone familiar with the TCAP community, if you were to say Library Card Predator, I think they would know who you're talking about. But he's kind of a, I don't want to say underrated Predator, just because his segment is okay. There's nothing too grandiose or entertaining about it, besides like some of the library card bits and his skeptical confrontation with the decoy. But nonetheless, let's get into this.
Everybody put your card up.
Oh yes, one more thing. Shouts out to Joey's TCAP. He put this video up some time ago. I'm just gonna actually skip through the intro just because the song is kind of loud and I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. And not that I make any money off these. These are all demonetized, or these are just all unmonetized. But I just avoid any hassle, if like unnecessary hassle.
Everybody put your library card up. What? Everybody put your card up.
Undercover operations, it's not uncommon for potential predators to appear hesitant about walking in the door.
He's trying to wave her out to the street. No way.
But we've never seen anyone like this man.
He's bringing his car all the way back, guys.
He pulls in around back and starts asking the decoy, our actress playing a young teen, to come outside.
No.
So I think that's pretty creepy that he's asking the decoy to get in his car. You saw the footage earlier where he's on the road and he's waving her in. And he pulls his car all the way back in the driveway. And I'm curious, too, if he did that so that if he has to make like a quick escape, his car's there and he can just zoom out. Because I think he has his car facing the exit so that he can make a speedy getaway. I'm not sure the logistics of that. But I think just the footage here, okay. So the front of he's backing up. He turned around and he's so yeah. So I would say he's already cautious, just because the decoy won't get in. But he's got what Wes Most would call his FOMO dick. So he's hesitant, but he's still interested in pursuing the decoy. As the footage goes on, it's going to become apparent that maybe he's I don't want to say smarter because he showed up and he engaged in a sexual chat online, but he's less susceptible to being not lured in, like what's his name, Deepak Biss said. He's less skeptical to just blindly follow the decoy into the house.
Starts asking the decoy, our actress playing a young teen, to come outside.
No. You come here.
It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning when 44-year-old Thomas Moffit, screen name Moff 1960, pulls up to our house. He's a maintenance engineer for the Boca Raton Resort, a married man with 3 children. He drove more than 2 hours to meet a girl named Tony who said she was 15. Really, it's a decoy from Perverted Justice.
I'm trying to hit on you and you're laughing at me?
No, I'm not.
Okay, good. Am I freaking you out?
Why would you freak me out?
Because I'm 44 and I'm hitting on you?
Okay, so he pretty much just like admits to he's not admitting that he's guilty, but he admits that he's doing something he shouldn't when he says, "Cause I'm 44 and I'm hitting on you," or are you in the previous, okay, good, am I freaking you out? He's admitting, like, maybe subconsciously, not even subconsciously, he's like letting the decoy know that like he knows what he's doing is weird and he doesn't want to weird the decoy out, even though I think any 15-year-old who would be getting hit on by someone who, he says he's 44, but this is 2006 and it says 1960, so that would make him like 45 or 46 depending on when his birthday is. So either he's born in 1962 or 1960, so I'm not sure And even if he's misrepresenting his age and he's taking off 2 years, it doesn't change the fact that he's a 44-year-old trying to meet a 15-year-old. Yeah.
So would you ever fool around with an old guy like me?
Once they
Yeah,
set up-
he says old guy like me, so he knows that he's significantly older than the decoy.
up an actual date to meet at her house, Moff 1960 makes his plans very clear.
Okay, how about after I come in, I'll strip?
I like how he brings it up. Like, I wonder if this is before Marvin Lacan, and he didn't follow through with it. So then they enticed Marvin into doing it, because I'm pretty sure in the chat log, Marvin's chat log, like he's talking about like blanking the cat, and then she's like, well, if you come in naked, I'll do it. So I wonder if like they were like disappointed, like, oh, Moffit didn't do it, but let's see if we can get someone else to do it. And then fucking old Marvin Lacan did it.
For reals?
Sure, if you want me to.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
You can take your clothes off in the laundry room if you want to.
Is the laundry room where Marvin took his clothes off? I was gonna say maybe it was Kennelly in the Fairfax County, Virginia, but I think John Kennelly just took him off in the garage.
Finally gets out of his car, but won't come any closer than the back step.
You said you were going to do something for me in the laundry room. Were you lying to me? Are you going to back out on me? Because that's what I feel like you're going to do now.
Cautious.
Moff 1960 senses something different about the girl in the house.
Can you come here, please?
I'm right here.
Please?
In fact, something...
Okay, so I just want you to notice how the door is open, but he is nowhere near the steps, because later on in the footage he's going to be on the steps, which alludes to maybe he was willing to go in. But here he's obviously his posture lets you know that he's not interested, or he's not interested. He's uncomfortable with the situation. The decoy is being a little coy and maybe a little bit aloof. With just how she's how she's acting, because like Moffit here is going to say, you didn't act like this online. Whereas now that they're in person, the decoy's like, you gotta come in here, and Moffat's like, come over here, I want to talk to you.
Is different. Our actress is not actually the decoy who sent Moff 1960 a photograph of herself and spoke to him on the phone. That was a member of Perverted Justice.
You haven't acted this way when we've talked before.
Oh, really? Well, talking in person is a little different than talking online.
And you don't sound the same.
Yeah, so he's calling out the error and I guess continuity. I don't know if continuity would, but he's calling out the fact that Emily is not who he talked to on the phone, or it looks like the picture that he saw. I think the only time they ever used a photo of Emily was for when she video chatted with the teacher in Ohio, James Rutherford. Which is funny because I don't know where I was going with that. Forgive me.
Person as you did on the phone.
Well...
Oh, your picture looks different too.
Oh, all right. I knew where I was going with that. Yeah, the reason and it's him being skeptical and not going in is slightly similar to guys like Jesse Velez and to a lesser extent Vincent Ambrosio. Velez like still comes in and he's like, you look different. And then of course the Me, My Mommy, and My Daddy, they went away decoys is that's what they all say or something like that. And then of course Velez asks for his ID, whereas Ambrosio just comes in, he's like, you're Jenna? You look different. And she's like, they always say that. So Moffat here realizes that she looks different, but he's more skeptical than the other two that I mentioned, which would be Ambrosio and Velez. And he's not coming in. There's hints that he's going to come in later on in the footage, but he never follows through with it. I think just because of how fearful he is of ending up on, or it's not ending up on Dateline, just going to jail.
This odd conversation goes on for half an hour. At one point, he tells her to show him proof that she is who she says she is.
I think it's fascinating that it went on for half an hour. I'd be really curious to see that 30 minutes of footage, the raw footage, of course. Raw? What's that? Or raw? What's that? I'd be curious to see what that is, because it's probably a lot of like nothing. There might be like back and forth, because here you can see that Moffit is actually on the step. So earlier in the footage he was right about, like, he was still on the ground, but now he's on the step. So I'm not sure if he's like interested in coming in, or he's trying to, like, I don't want to say meet the decoy halfway, but like he's showing that he's interested in coming in, but she's got to come see him. I'm not sure what his play is there. But yeah, I'm sure that 30 minutes of footage would be interesting. Will it ever see the light of day? I do not know. A lot of things that we thought were like missing with TCAP miraculously show up, like that Maurice Wolin interrogation footage that dropped like maybe like 3 years ago. So yeah.
Get your library card.
He pays his
So yeah, that's what he's most famous for, is telling her to get her library card, which I think is funny, because does your library card in the state of Florida like have your birthday on it, or like I guess like would it have your face on it? Like I'm not sure, because I've never had a library card. Funny enough, at least like an actual library one. I have one through my my college, but like you just use your college ID. So yeah, I'm curious to what his ploy there is.
outside, peeking in the window. When the decoy comes back without her library card, he tries to convince her to get in his car and go to Walgreens.
Where's the Walgreens at?
So what is it? He wants to take her to the Walgreens. Like I know he gets her in the car and then she's at his mercy. So like maybe he just like abducts her or assaults her in the car or whatever. But yeah, what's like what is he trying to do? Like taking her to Walgreens? Is there like some way that he can verify who she is at Walgreens?
This is ridiculous. I'm going to bed.
I appreciate Emily saying this is ridiculous. It's a mix of retarded and ridiculous. It's got to be politically correct. You know, this is 2006. Retarded as a word is on its way out. It's gonna move into that slur category in a few years. So you know, I appreciate Emily's social awareness.
As we told you earlier, Fort Myers police officers are staked out in the guest house. So as the man tries to get in his car,
Get down!
he's arrested.
Down! What are you doing? Put your hands behind your back!
So we never get to tell him he's going to be on Dateline.
Everybody put your...
Oh shit! I'm sure Chris is just so upset that he never gets to have his conversation with Moffit. Yeah, not really much to say after that. Moffit is like, I think he's probably most famous for get your library card. I do get a kick out of just like how skeptical he is and how they try to like lure him in, but he just doesn't bite, I guess would be the word. He doesn't take the bait. But yeah, overall, I just want to thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave the like. You know, we can get a boost into the algorithm. We can get, I can appeal to more TCAP fans out there. Yeah, no, thank you for watching. Take care, everyone.